This is The Agenda with Georgia Tolley
on Dubai Eye 103.8.
Hello there, welcome back to the programme. We're going to be turning our attention away from cat art now and away from ageing, which was our topic at 10 o'clock, because I've spotted this, we actually spotted this fascinating story about the artist Damien Hirst. Now, I'm sure you've heard of him. He's no stranger to a good publicity stunt. But earlier this week, he was at it again, as he says that he's going to, as basically 1,000 of his signature spot paintings went up in flames in his London gallery. Now, it wasn't an accident. It was actually a live streamed event beamed onto the screens in the gallery foyer as well as on Instagram. And it was part of Damien Hirst's project, The Currency, which began 6 years ago. So what on earth is it all about? To fill us in exactly on what's going on, I'm joined now by the co-founder of the MORROW collective, an art collective, Jen Stelco. Welcome to the agenda, Jen. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine, thanks. Thanks for having me.
Good to have you with us. I mean, like everything in the arts world, it is mostly incomprehensible to me, I have to admit. But tell us a bit more about this latest project.
Okay, well, as you just said, it's been going on for about 6 years. Damien Hirst made 10,000 of these little spot paintings. They're all done by hand and they're all individually signed and titled. And fast forward to 5 years later, which was July last year, 2021, he decided to create 10,000 NFT counterparts. So he's digitized each one of them and turned them into NFTs. For those who don't know, an NFT is effectively just a digital file that's certified on the blockchain. Anyway, he sold all the NFTs, $2,000 each, they were originally. And the idea was that if you're an owner of the NFT, you can keep it as it is. And if you do, the physical counterpart will be burned. Or you could burn your NFT, which is actually the term for just deleting it, having it deleted from the blockchain. In which case you get sent the physical piece. So it's actually a really interesting experiment, and it's a good indicator of where the world is at with what they value more at the moment, if it's certified blockchain art or if it's physical artwork. And I think actually the results so far, so he's burnt 1,000 pieces. I reckon, I don't know this, but I reckon he thought originally he was going to burn maybe not many. He would have originally seen the physical pieces a lot more valuable, but I mean, we don't know with the way the world is going now.
I mean, one of the reasons why we asked you to come on the programme is because, of course, the MORROW collective is an NFT fine art curatorship supporting galleries, artists, collectors and museums to go into the NFT space. I have to admit that if I had a spot painting, I'd keep the physical. I'm still not sure I get the NFT space or NFTs per se. But it is interesting that 1,000 people clearly disagree with me and are willing to put ultimately their money where their mouth is. And up it went in smoke.
I think it's going to be a lot more than that. He's burnt 1,000 so far. But if I have a look, so the thing about NFTs is you can track them. You know exactly where they are, how many there are, and how much they are worth. So at the moment, if I look at the NFTs that are remaining, the cheapest one you can get is around $6,000. So they've already tripled in value. And the more the more NFTs that are burnt or deleted, the more valuable the remaining ones are. And you can also see the history of each NFT. So some of them I've seen already sold and have changed hands multiple times, and some of them have gone for more like $20,000 or $30,000. But you know, it's really just down to the individual. I value physical art as well. You know, that's MORROW Collective. We're all about appreciating both the traditional and the physical art world and this sort of new age of NFTs. We love both, and there's different reasons to value both. So it's just down to what you're into, I suppose. But I think I see a lot more value for, if we're talking about just value for money and trying to make an investment of it, I think the NFTs are worth a lot more. And you know, as I was saying before, the NFTs, you can track how many are left. The physical pieces, although he's live streaming burning them, I mean, who knows how many there are actually left? You can't check up on that information anywhere that's like public knowledge. You're kind of taking his word for it. You don't know that he might have kept an extra 10 that he said that he burnt. I don't think he did, but we don't know. So the value of them is kind of a little more uncertain.
Do you know, it's fascinating. I hadn't realised how clever he was being. I mean, obviously, you don't get to be one of the world's, best artists without being quite clever about the way you operate things. Do you think he's just doing it for the thought experiment, or do you think he actually likes the fact that the value of his paintings ultimately is going up because he's burning some of them?
I think, say what you will about Damien Hirst, you're right, he is a very clever man. But this particular artwork, this project is very thoughtful and very conceptual, and it is an experiment, and he didn't really know which way it was going to go. I think the value of his profile as an artist is going up because he's just always in the thick of it, he stays current, and this is one of the ways that he's doing that. He's not, fading into the background as he gets older. He's making sure that he's still, he's now a blockchain artist. But I think, I don't think it's all for money, although he has made a lot of it. I think a lot of it is just to sort of see what happens. And, it might all be different in another year. Maybe there'll be no NFTs left. Maybe we won't like them anymore. I think we will.
My goodness me, that would really scare me if I was a holder of a lovely spot NFT that had gone up to $30,000 when I only bought it for $5,000. Jen, absolutely fascinating to speak to you. Thank you for explaining what is quite a complex concept really clearly. I really appreciate your time. Jen Stelco there, co-founder of the MORROW Collective. They are an NFT fine art curatorship who support galleries, artists, collectors and museums who are looking to go into the NFT space. Thank you for your time.